I tell you, every time I watch that new intro, how do I get myself hyped up? Well, like it's ridiculous. Hey, like every time I see that, I'm like, bro, I said this. I'm ready. Dan Campbell, where are you? I'm ready to run through a wall right now. What's good, Fins Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back for another one. It's TUA's Day, and it's going to be another beautiful TUA's Day. Is today going to be? I mean, another stellar game. TUA TAGOVAILOA becomes the first Dolphin quarterback in franchise history. Remember, the franchise that had the best natural thrower of the football ever, Dan Marino. He becomes the first ever quarterback to have consecutive games of 300 or more yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. TUA TAGOVAILOA, he is cooking right now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
if you smell,
bro, if you smell what the TUA is cooking, bro, cheap plug. Phinside the NFL.com right now. I know we're about to enter the winter season, but we got those Chef TUA little like aprons for y'all to barbecue with. I know you got the good weather down there. Might want to pick those up because those are as relevant as they ever could be, man. It is check your clocks. It may have been daylight savings, but it still remains TUA time, gentlemen. How are y'all doing?
Oh man,
not bad.
Life is good, man. Just prepping for another storm.
Exactly right.
Got to make sure everything is buttoned down and
subtropical Nicole.
Yeah,
and we're not talking about TUA landing back in Miami, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a tropical
like a legit storm. Yeah, it's on its way.
Oh man, how you doing, Martin? How you feeling, bro? I mean, beside us feeling validated, because I wanted to say to this, guys, the amount of narratives that have been killed, because I know they're going to say, well, he did those 2 consecutive games against the Bears and the Lions. Well, the Bears are the 5th ranked pass defense, but also you telling me Marino never had stretches in his career where he had 1, 2, 3 bad teams in a row, and he never did that. The narratives that this man is killing right now, guys, like Tyreek was supposed to be worse. You know what I mean? TUA was never supposed to be able to put up these, gaudy numbers, especially in consecutive games of 300 yards. What is the other narrative, guys? Doing this. What did we keep telling everyone? Right? Protection, lack of weapons, play design, and play call. And we were called TUAneers, and those are labeled as excuses when we try to tell everyone, no, this is the context of a situation. Have y'all never evaluated a developing quarterback before? And now we got our answer. We got the protection. Still not perfect, but it's a whole hell of a lot better. We got the weapons. We've gone from breaking down, guys. I used to tell people Dante Colonelli, he's strictly an evaluator, so he doesn't go into schemes and schematics like we do and go into the defenses and the offense. He doesn't do. He's there to evaluate the players, and when he's like, even I can see what we're running, and even I know how to beat what we're running. He's like, that's an issue. And what did we keep last year, especially? We hated the play design. We hated the play calling. We just didn't like the structure of the offense from a coaching perspective all the way down. Didn't matter how you were executing at points in that offense. It was just meant to be terrible, just the way they put it together. And, well, not meant to be. I mean, I don't think they meant to do that. I hope they didn't mean to do that. Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. All these narratives that we were said, these, that people tried to say, those are excuses. On top of all these people who, a lot of the TUA haters are also Brian Flores lovers. Go figure that out. And they kept banging the table. Flores ain't holding him back. He's holding this defense back. Well, my friends, the defense has performed at the rate it's had because me, BallGame, and Richmond have talked about this defense on the road and at home and the differences. And TUA's been pulling the weight when we've been on the road. So, all these narratives, Martin, all these narratives that we said, these are contextual-based narratives of why we're not seeing. What did we keep saying, boys? If he was producing and we were seeing the sparks, if we were seeing the flashes, which were coming more consistent with the lack of competent staff, the lack of good personnel from weapons to staff around him, Whether you want to talk protection, throwing to guys, whatever, run game, whatever.
It all matters.
It all matters. But what did we say? Wow, if he could do what he was doing with all that, with none of that, what's he gonna do with all that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And ladies and gentlemen,
there you have it. There you have it.
He is Chad Pennington on steroids, my friends.
But I'm telling you right now, reason now. Around this time, now is the time I'm actually getting upset. All right, BallGame.
Let him go.
Now is the time I'm getting upset.
Let's roll.
Because if you think about it, right, everybody is, especially the ones who doubted Tua. You know, after last year, throughout the offseason, early on in the season, as far as the Patriots game, what have you. The ascension of Skylar Thompson in the preseason, right? Now that Tua is actually meeting and, quite frankly, exceeding every single expectation that everybody across the board had to see out of Tua this year. He's exceeding everything now, right?
Brother, he's now 3 games and he's re-entered the MVP race. How often does that happen?
But look what's happening now. Everyone wants to say, well, that's what's supposed to happen when you have a good coach. Or
bro.
It's like, come on, bro.
Audacity when I hear them say, now it's gone from it exceeded their expectations, like you said, to now it's the expectation. But they don't want to give him his flowers. They don't want to give the people like us who said, yo, just surround this guy. They don't want to give us the flowers. Like it highlights the reality that the people that dislike Tua for whatever reason, insecurities, brother.
There's a blind hatred for a kid that, you know, and people mention it all the time. Maybe it's because of his lack of being an asshole. Maybe it's because he doesn't.
You know what we're gonna start talking about? You know how people tried to put it on Tua in the ears? And people know I don't like the Tua lovers and I don't like the Tua haters. I'm here for the Tua believers and the Tua non-believers. Right. Okay, the Tua haters, the Tua lovers, this is okay. So the Tua haters would always say to the Tua lovers, you'd hear it all the time, or even just the people that believed in Tua, oh, you're putting the player ahead of it. You like Tua more than you like the team. We got to start asking the opposite question now. Do you hate Tua more than you like the Dolphins?
Right.
Are you more worried about being wrong and your insecurities of your agenda crumbling in front of you? Does that matter more to you than his team being successful? Because we kept telling you, even with the deficiencies that we needed to see the growth from in his game, which you've now seen, the game is clearly slowing down from him. He's reading all 3 levels, making a lot more big boy throws than anyone could ever expect. And, you know, all the things we wanted him to clean up, he's cleaning them. He's cleaned them up. And for the majority here, and now we're winning steadily here, and what matters to people being right about being not being right about you want Tua to fail because you don't want to be wrong, or
that's scary.
Us winning, because we kept telling y'all this man was winning with all those deficiencies we labeled around him. We said, what is it going to, not only were we talking about his play, but we're talking about this team. What's going to happen when all that,
when you actually put it together, right? And that's what makes me so like uneasy about all this, because again, bro, look at what this guy is doing right now, man. And again,
no one's come close. This is no one since 13 has even come close to what he's doing. Like, we're talking a different realm right now as a passer, bro.
Yeah, and there's still and it's actually a national epidemic.
It's not me mad, because when Martin's one of my best friends in this community, and he's the nicest guy. He's always about positive vibes, and that's why I keep going off right now, because he got me worked up when he said he's mad because he don't get mad at anything. He don't get mad at anything. This guy is calm like a bomb before it's detonated, bro.
I try not to, you know, get to that level, but I'm telling you right now, man, when it's become a national epidemic that everyone is putting all of the flowers towards everything else besides Tua, that just lets you know how deeply rooted and deeply seated it is for them to see something prior to this year and completely make up their mind that Tua will never be anything but that. And now that he's showing them the complete 180, it's like you could visibly see them like frozen in time. Like,
well,
oh my God.
You know what's crazy, Martin? Because I know we would talk about it privately, and I know I've set it up here. What was Brian Flores' record without Tua? Right? Brian Flores' record with Tua was was over 600, right? And without Tua, it was nowhere near 500. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, okay, blah, 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 right? So then, all these things get fixed. People, again, like they did with Jacoby Brissett, they tell us Bridgewater's going to win this job. Then Skyler shows up, and everyone knows I'm a fan of Skyler. I like his potential in this offense, but I kept it real with y'all, saying he was going against third, fourth stringers and guys are going to be stocking shelves, and people were out here ready to anoint him. And I was like, let's pump the brakes here. It's like they forgot what Reed Sinnett looked like in the preseason. But anyways, everyone kept saying, well, this offense can run because of all the weapons and everything. It can run without Tua. So why, just like when Flores was here, can we not win without Tua, even with better protection and all these weapons around? Well, tell me why. It's because, and this is where I go back to why I think he's the MVP of the league right now. There is no player more valuable to his team's success in the NFL right now out of all the playoff teams. We're a playoff team right now because we literally are a playoff team right now. If it ended today, out of all the playoff teams, there's no one more valuable than Tua Tagovailoa. I'm sorry. He is the most valuable player in the NFL right now. That has to come into account. Like, listen, I'm not saying Mahomes ain't the most valuable player, but a big thing comes into account. Can your team win without you? Because I said this to people yesterday, Martin. The Kansas City Chiefs have won games with Chad Henne.
True.
You know what I mean? Josh Allen, he's the only one I think you can make the argument with, him and Jalen Hurts, because we haven't seen these offenses win without them yet. But you look at all these other big guys, games have been won without them. Like even, the Packers have will win games if Jordan Love steps in. Well, not now, probably, but they would last year. You know what I mean? With like Devontae Adams and stuff. Look at these guys; they've been injured and and their teams have won games without them.
Some organizations are just well ran. The Chiefs are one of those. The Patriots are one of those.
Zappy, bro, they will start winning with Zappy.
Exactly. Like there's just some programs that are in place right now.
I brought up
that are well put together.
Lamar goes down, Huntley comes in, and everyone's in Baltimore's calling for Huntley to be the starter.
True.
And that's a former league MVP.
Right.
We're the only franchise out of all these that can't win when our guy goes down.
Right. That's from his rookie year too. Let that be known.
You can go way back.
All the way back to his rookie year.
It should be even more scary and even more heightened that we can't win with Tyreek resetting when he's in. Tyreek's resetting the record books.
And let me also say this, reason for people to say, well, Tyreek is statistically having his greatest season ever, right?
Yeah.
And they're not mentioning
he's the best player in the world right now.
But for people to not kind of mention Tua as a catalyst for that, you know what I mean? Because when he was with Mahomes, it was under the impression that Mahomes was the reason Tyreek was going off in Kansas City. Mind you, before Mahomes even took a snap at quarterback in Kansas City, Tyreek was a Pro Bowler.
Is Tua the NFL's version of Steph Curry right now?
As far as his form after he throws a football?
Or is he more Magic Johnson?
Nah, if you got to make the between the two,
are you gonna go John Stockton on me?
He's a distributor, man.
Yeah.
And anytime you're open, Tua tries to get the ball to you immediately, and we'll see it on this film too. But again, Tyreek Hill's talent is undeniable. World class speed. He catches the ball at a high frequency, but for people to not look at Tua like he's making the jump that Josh Allen made, that Lamar Jackson made, that everybody makes a jump when they have things working for them. You know what I mean? And for people to not acknowledge that about Tua is what's really like.
When did
I don't get it.
Jump? Kurt Warner took his jump when he had Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. People forget he was nothing more than a backup, and then he was stalking himself.
Purely a backup. Purely a backup. NFL Europe.
And then he turned into a guy that helped develop Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden and went to the Super Bowl.
Right, in Arizona. Right. Like, it matters, man.
Channel, Martin, because you go back, I called the Josh Allen jump with Stephon Diggs.
Correct.
And I went off yesterday. I said, I'll never forgive people for trying to say I was a Bills fan. But I think people really okay, now I'm sure we underestimated the actual growth and development this quickly and this vast Tyreek would bring upon Tua. But we knew Tyreek would help to grow and develop to his game. We talked about this, right? It happened with Russell Wilson with the defense and Marshawn Lynch. He was able to grow and become the guy, and then eventually, when everyone left around him, he could help develop guys. That's basically what you want to do with young quarterbacks. Is you want to give them you want to give them solid weapons so they can grow and develop. So when you can't pay those guys, you can replace them with new guys that now this quarterback has been grown and developed. That now he can grow and develop other guys. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Like you see, look at Rodgers. Who did Rodgers have early in his career? A prime Craig Jennings. You know what I mean?
Aaron, go ahead.
Brady didn't start developing receivers till really after Randy Moss came through there.
Right.
And that took his game to the next level as a passer because you learn nuances playing with these elite players that you can pass on and develop with the new guys that come through when they leave. People don't think that intricately and that deep, but that's how it works. That's
how it is.
It works, man.
The quarterback position in the NFL is predicated on confidence. You're most dependent on guys around you. Your confidence is relied upon by guys around you. Aaron Rodgers stepping into that position, prime Greg Jennings, prime James Jones, late in his later years, Donald Driver. He still had Jermichael Finley. I mean,
good name
he stepped
Jermichael Finley, the tight end. I like that.
Yeah, man. Like he stepped into a world-class wide receiver corps that he just utilized with his natural talent. People have to start realizing Tua is getting better and better and better. And now he's beginning to string along games to where, like how we were trying to explain it before, once Tua starts stacking game after game after game, by the time he hits full stride after his fourth consecutive game, and honestly, after this bye week, it's going to be quite telling how locked in Tua really is this season when he comes off this bye week, considering how he did the last bye week, right?
Coming out of the injury, how quickly he got back into this rhythm, I'm not worried about it. I just want to answer this. Melvin, I don't think Huntley's impacting because they've offered Lamar. It's guaranteed money. He wants full guarantee.
He won't work.
G-Firm, mind you, everyone said Hill's production would go on playing with Tua. Hypocrites. Hey, bro, I told y'all he put up 1,500 yards. I boosted it from 14 to 1,500. I kept telling y'all when you're doing the podcast and everything, I kept saying, don't think he's not saying to Tua. They think I'm going to fall back because of you. They think that you're going to hold me back. Don't think, let's show them otherwise. Don't think he wasn't getting to his ear and building up. And then on the top of that, don't think Tyreek, after he saw the response to the Mahomes stuff, wasn't thinking to himself, okay, I'm about to show everyone that Patrick Mahomes can make Tyreek Hill. Like you got to understand, Tyreek's when you hear BallGame saying that Southern Florida accent, that dog, Tyreek Hill is the definition of a dog. He's the best football player in the world right now. I'm sorry. I just, you can't tell me.
And he's a throwback football player, meaning even if he's hurt, he plays.
He plays.
People talk trash about him. He zones it out. He plays. He responds.
They never give it to wide receivers. But that's why I keep telling y'all Tua MVP and Tyreek Offensive Player of the Year. But really, Tyreek should be the MVP if you want. Especially,
I believe so.
If he breaks the 2,000 yard mark and he doesn't get MVP, something's wrong.
It's just some matter that they hating on us again.
And I agree with Ronnie. Listen, Ronnie, dude. I see both things can be true when you talk about Mahomes. I believe Mahomes is the best natural player of football to come in the league since Rodgers, but I think Tyreek Hill really vastly helped and sped up his growth and development. Because remember what he used to say a year and a half into his career. Remember what he told y'all? I couldn't read defenses.
Yep.
But when you got to someone like this, massive
You just
catch
launch it.
radius, he tells you, just throw it to me, Patty. And boom, there you go. Same thing with Tua. Like, this will help because that starts building trust. You start building, like windows, timing, everything like that starts developing. And when you learn with a guy who runs like a 4.23, that automatically speeds everything up too, right? When you got guys that'll come through that are 4.3, 4.4, you'll be like, yo, breeze, So, because really the only thing left for Tua to clean up this season is he needs to more consistently rely less on touch and a little bit more juice when he's throwing to these guys. Because you look at his timing on that drop back to the Waddle underthrow. He threw it at the proper time. He just touched it too much. And when he overtouches, he arcs it. And when he arcs it, that allows guys
the DB to catch up.
To make a play on it. So you just
I'm telling you,
and we're good.
I'm telling you right now, Tua's watching the film. Darrell Bevel's watching the film. Mike McDaniel's watching the film. They can clearly see that part of his game where they know once he catches up to that speed and once he catches up to that timing, it's going to be scary because there's a lot of plays still available for really just breaking this whole thing open. To where I'm like, once Tua catches that, it's up.
Like Donkey Kong,
it's up,
baby. All right,
It's a problem now, man.
Oh, buddy,
it is. But imagine when he actually starts hitting those.
Think about it, BallGame. Think about it. If people were listening to the finish line constantly, well, they heard my side if they listen to Phinside the NFL. But you kept telling people 6 to 7 weeks till that offensive line. And what did I kept saying? Don't be surprised if out of the gates we start putting up points and catching defenses by surprise.
Yeah.
And then by the time they start adapting to us, we start throwing wrinkles at them. Right? Like I really only worried till the end of the season defenses might catch on, but by that comes around, McDaniel should be a better, more fluid play caller.
By then he'll be already into most of
his pocket.
Installs that it ain't gonna matter, man. The type as long as these guys stay healthy, bro, it's a problem.
Oh,
you're right.
I think that's our only enemy right now.
That's it.
Hell, yeah. And honestly, they're doing well.
If you are a Patreon or a YouTube channel member, all right, patreon.com/Phinside the NFL. Go hit join and become a channel member. I will have a massive Byron Jones update for y'all tonight. All right.
Oh, Lord. Good or bad?
I looked into it. It depends. All I'm going to say is a little preview. Scottie Pippen Bulls, baby. That's all. If you know what that situation was, and why he went to Portland, I'm gonna let y'all know. That's the little preview. All right, a little preview
that's
for
sad.
Tonight. So I'm gonna be dropping that tonight. Probably after sometime after the show, I'm gonna put it all together, drop it to you. I've been sitting on it all day, so I'm gonna drop that tonight. So be on the lookout for that. If you are a Patreon or a channel, but we're gonna talk about it when we backstage, us three, and you got to pay them if you're gonna try and get info off them before it hits Patreon. And I take a percentile. So I'll be updating that for y'all tonight. All right. If you are a channel member, it'll be under the community tab for channel members only. And if you're a Patreon, expect it tonight. You'll get notified in your email. That'll be live tonight. All right. Sometime after the show. Expect it around midnight-ish. All right. So Byron, you're gonna want to read that one. All right. Let's get into this, boys. Let's break it down. All right, wind your watches up, ladies and gentlemen. It's to a time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we do go. All right. By the way, I forgot to tell you. I'll tell you backstage too. All right, listen to this. 2 in the gun. Moser motioning out to that left side there. You see to complete that empty set. It's 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard Moser run to start the first drive for Miami of the game. Cover 2 for the Bears. Now Now, this is going to be, a beautiful throw, ladies and gentlemen. And watch Tua's eyes and head on display, Martin. Oh my goodness, God. Tua's gonna thread over the linebacker twaddle over the middle on the crosser for a huge first down and a gain of 17. Using his eyes and his head to keep the safety honest until he snaps back to Waddle and makes the throw underneath to the middle of the bracket coverage. Bro, that is right out the gate, Martin. I know people don't know. I emailed Martin. People don't realize how much work goes into this stuff. I messaged Martin when I always message Martin whenever the footage is in his inbox, just so he knows. And it was like 4 a.m. Martin messages me. He's like, "All right, bro, got you." And I felt like I didn't want to get into the deep discussion because I didn't know if he's wiping the morning out of his eyes or whether he's
wiping the cold out my eye.
I don't know what was happening, whether he just went up to go and he was just checking his phone. But I wanted to say to him, bro, the first play to just watch to his head and eyes, bro. Like I felt like messaging you that because I was like, oh my God, right out of the game, Martin.
A1, right yeah. And honestly, man, the best explanation I heard about Tua's eye manipulation and eye discipline was with Dan Orlowski and how he notices that Tua uses his eyes as a weapon to open up more windows. Literally.
Yep.
Literally. He maneuvers defensive players that are in zone coverage to just veer away with his eye movement. And then he just pops right back and just makes throws like that one we just seen on the first play perfectly.
The thing is that they really don't. They're either damned that they do or they're damned that they don't, because of the fact that these guys are putting so much pressure on them as they're coming out of their routes with all of this speed that even if they make a right decision, it's a wrong decision because the guys are gone by the time they make the decision. They're clearing those zones so fast.
Yeah,
and they got guys on them so quick that they don't even really have time to even. They don't even have time to even process it, bro. It's
like weekly we're seeing DBs get caught flat-footed because they get put in conflict so quickly and they realize there's so much space and it's all designed. They don't know where to go, and by the time they break on it, the throw's out and the window, it doesn't matter if it's closed because the ball's already there. Like you see it there in this game too, right? Justin says, would you sign the safety Raiders, John Abram? Not a good tackler, worse in coverage than Brandon Jones.
Right.
I know he can thump when he hits, but I mean, he's a coverage liability, a worse coverage liability than Brandon Jones. I'm good, man. BallGame, your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, coming out, man, I thought he might have been able to change some of that about himself, but really he's just an overrated 1-2 hit guy for us on a season. Everything else, he didn't pick up. He didn't pick up anything to help him in terms of coverage.
Right.
And I don't necessarily know that he's the smartest guy either.
Yeah.
Hey, but BallGame coming out of what was it, Mississippi State? I think Abrams came out of.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, he looked really good coming out of college, bro.
Yeah.
And again,
the coaching, brother. Second
coaching right there. You took it right out. You took it right out of me, man. When you have, or you don't have in this case, the right coaching to really get that up out you, to really
in his
understand.
First 2 years, Dolphin fans, you know what it
the problem
like.
now he has bad habits. The problem now is that he has bad habits.
And he's 26. Like he's 26, right?
But you don't think with the right coach, you know what I mean? Because we have Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison, right?
Anything is possible, but anything is possible, but it's going to be a long process because you got to get him to break those habits. Bro.
And we don't have a ton of
why not?
We don't have a ton of cap. Remember, we had to make Baker restructure to fit Chubb and Wilson in too.
Nobody's signing Jonathan Abrams for no big money, man. He has to come in humble because he hasn't done nothing since he's been in the league. Really,
he's the worst version of Brandon Jones. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think.
Eric Rowe played really well on Sunday. Let's ride.
Yes,
and Elijah Campbell is a good kid. That needs some reps. Elijah Campbell deserves some reps, I think.
Yeah.
And he can play safety, corner. Yeah, slot. Like I love him, the guy. Anyways, this man wants to take reps away from Elijah. All right, Two in the gun. Moser to his left, 11 personnel, 1x2. Receivers set here. 1st and 10 now. The motion's going to drop the Bears into cover 3 right there. Tua is going to have the wheel to Tyreek, but instead takes Gesicki on the flat route for a short 3-yard gain. I think he had the wheel.
It would have been a tight throw, but he usually makes those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he had the wheel because of the confidence he's throwing at it. I see that space there, and then we see some sideline throws he makes later on. I think he had the wheel. Right? He makes some nice sideline throws later on where he had similar amount of space and he made the throw.
I can only make the determination that he threw that to Gesicki instead of Tyreek because of the instant pressure
you know why I'm throwing
in
this?
his face.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But you know why I'm throwing this?
I would have hit Sherfield right there.
I would have hit this wheel at the bottom with Reek because this man hasn't even turned his hips to run with Reek.
Yeah, so
once
even
Reek
leaving
that outside, it's over for you. Like, look at, and it's Jaquan Brisker. I think it's a safety. So, yeah, I don't know, but hey, I'll take it. Hey, positive play. I ain't hating.
Right, he got the ball out of his hands. There was a guy right in front of him. I understand. Get the ball out.
I ain't hating. Get it out. All right, now it's Mostert just coming off a 2-yard Mostert run. It's 3rd and 5. 2 in the gun, 3 receivers to his left. 2 to his right. Smite's going to motion into the backfield right there. Cover 2 at the snap for the Bears, but the linebacker's going to buck drop. It's going to be more of a Tampa 2 look. And Waddle's going to have a delayed wheel, and Tyreek's quick hitch causes a man to travel with Waddle, and 2 defenders bit on Hill's quick hitch. And
Great
that
design.
allows Sherfield to come clear over the middle on his post route and to deliver. So if you watch it here, watch the receivers at the bottom again. Okay, Waddle's going to have a delayed wheel. Tyreek's going to have a quick hitch. And Tyreek's quick hitch is going to cause a man to travel with Waddle, and 2 defenders are going to bite on Hill's quick hitch, and that's going to allow Sherfield to come free over the middle on that post, and it's a boom into Bears territory. Nice design.
Perfect throw.
Love the design.
Perfect throw.
Love the throw. Perfect design, perfect execution.
Right.
Look at that pocket.
And
Look at that.
And the pocket was nice too. Right, ball game. Honestly, this is why people can consider, okay, is Tyreek Hill the MVP? Because he put so much stress on everything that these defenders react to.
Look at this.
He took 2 players, literally.
Yeah. One's got to take the wheel, and 2 respect Tyreek's hitch because we are a quick offense too, right? And plus, if you look at the layers to this design, the post is designed to come over the hitch. So if they bite, it looks like he's throwing the hitch. You don't know whether he's throwing. If you think about it, you don't know the layering of this design. You don't know whether he's throwing the hitch or the post here.
He's selling it.
So it's an auto bite. Yeah,
exactly.
Basically.
Right, and they're going to automatically bite to the guy who's already broke 1,000 yards. It's a beautiful design and play call if you actually do.
Right. Perfect.
And look at there's your Tampa 2 sitting there for you. And look at right into the middle of that right into the teeth of the space of that Tampa 2, gentlemen.
That's the most
Imagine if that was
bad along the sidelines. That's the most vulnerable spots in Tampa. I mean, for cover 2. Yeah.
He took a shot, but that was just a perfect pass, perfect play. Man.
That's just the type of hit that makes you just realize you're in a game. It's okay.
Yeah.
He get up and flex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Waddle.
Bro.
They the same dudes, bro.
When Sherfield is 70 years old, he is going to be sponsored by Depends because he's so dependable, bro. That man.
Wide receiver 3. Not even close.
Is legit. All right. I love that play design anyways. All right, we're done nerding out about McDaniel. 2 in the gun. There it is. 2 in the gun. Moser to his left. 11 personnel. Trips bunch tight right. 1 receiver split to the left. Cover 3 for the Bears. Sherfield's going to motion to the left. It's a play action, and Tua is going to take Hill on the deep corner route right there. Draws the flag and the DPI, putting the Dolphins down to the 1.
Yeah.
I only have like a critique as far as Tua still is like seeing it open instead of feeling it about to come open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally
Yeah.
You can see the coverage.
Not anticipating the window.
And he has to kind of feel that about to happen when you see Tyreek Hill get on this guy's feet.
Ball out.
Just give it to him. You already know he's gonna beat him out to that pylon. Man, just put it in that spot for him. Let him run underneath it, man. That's like an easy touchdown.
That ball, because look at when he gets to the top of his drop step, that ball's out for me. Look at
he's still hitching.
Right.
Ball.
Out. But look at he hitch and pat. Does the pat?
Yeah.
Pat. I keep bringing that up. There's your little pat. There's a split-second pat.
And again, anything from the 40 in, that hitch step is only for like design, comeback routes or stuff like that. But when you're going vertical, you can't hitch, man.
No,
you mess up all timing.
This combination is highly respected though, because this time last year we wasn't getting no calls like that, and now at this point
they got to do it.
You can pretty much guarantee is it going to be a catch or it's going to be a PI.
Okay, I gotta give the flowers though. Him and DVP had that down.
Yeah.
Him and DVP used to draw flags since Tua was a rookie left and right. I did a Twitter thread about it last year. They used to just draw flags like and it was always to the sideline. It was always the sideline throw. If DVP wasn't coming down with it, he was drawing a flag on you. Tua was doing it as a rookie. And and what I loved about that was that's a veteran thing.
To draw flags.
Yes, that is not, that vets do that, man. Rookies usually don't do that. So, I like those are the things you saw early on that were like, okay, this kid's seeing, there are things that you saw were ahead, So, anyways, yeah, love it. So the Dolphins then punched it in with Mostert. After that DPI made it 7-3. Bills respond with a touchdown. It's now 10-7. So 2 is in the gun, split back set. 2 receivers to the left. It's 11 personnel. Bears show cover 3 as Sherfield motions to the left, making it trips to that side. Play action 2 is going to hit Hill on that screen, who gets some great blocking in front of him. Nice little gain.
Another beautiful play design by Mike McDaniel, bro. Everything screened. Run to the right.
Yeah.
But right there, boom. Everything perfectly blocked. Hey, we got offense, ladies and gentlemen.
Sherfield, he just ran up the back of Sherfield. Get out of the way, man.
Move.
This is what a real defense looks like. It's so beautiful. Oh my god.
It's a real offense, bro. It's a real one. It's a real one.
So that was actually a 7-yard gain, but Armstead was ineligible downfield, so negated it anyways.
Damn.
All right. So now we're at 1st and 15 from the Dolphins 20 after the penalty. 2 in the gun, empty backfield. 2-by-2 set. 2 receivers split to the left, 2 stacked to the right. Cover 2 for the Bears. They're going to slide into a Tampa 2 look. Hill is going to take his corner route into the soft spot of the coverage outside of the numbers to the right down to the bottom. 2 ID'd it, made the correct throw. Love it. 2 is reading defenses, anticipating, and the game is slowing down for him because this is a 25-yard gain. But ID'd it. Look, ID'd the flat-footed cover. Guys stayed in their zone.
Yeah.
Boom.
Look at the DB. The DB was already cheating to intercept the football, but the placement was absolutely
perfect
product placement. And
Jalen Johnson read it.
Yeah, he was screwed regardless though, because he started it. He was flat foot too long.
But he had to respect that route with Mike Gesicki though.
Yeah,
that's natural.
I'm not talking about him being flat-footed. I'm talking about the inside man flat-footed. He's just backpedaling backpedaling stuck. Jalen Johnson's got his hips turned, but like it's what you said. It's the Gesicki route. He's got to respect it, and he's outside the numbers. That's asking a lot, even on that corner route. You know what I mean? Because look how deep the corner route is. That's asking him to cover a lot. And like we said, perfect throw by Tua. That's the zip. See, no touch, just rope it, baby.
He can do it. He can do it. It's just about getting confident throwing that type of pass deep.
That thing. Boom. Perfect. Perfect.
And shout out to Connor Williams on this play, man. Love the blocking on here, man.
Guys working together now. Look
at
it.
it.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, when you see how how Jalen Johnson was closing in from that angle, it makes you appreciate it more, eh? Look,
Tua had a lot of throws like that this game, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Like skin to your teeth
bro,
accuracy.
Bro. Dude,
keyhole.
The one that waddled.
Yeah.
Waddle should have made that catch, bro. He put that there, bro.
But that the level of difficulty to complete that is so high because the defender was right in his
Tyreek
hip.
completes it.
You know? Yeah. that might be true, right? But the defender made a hell of a play on that ball, man. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that, but
that's the difference between elite and the best.
Give
him the Rick
You can
Ross.
see it, man. But great accuracy right there, man. My goodness.
Love it.
A1.
Things that make you go, All right. And I love how Tua, and you'll notice throughout the game, Tua was quickly IDing things. It was awesome.
Right.
2 in the gun, Wilson to his left. Jeffrey. 2 wide receivers split to the left, 2 stacked to the right, 11 personnel. Bears and cover 2 again. Sherfield's going to motion to the left, and it's a delayed screen to him for 1 yard gain.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that was the best option.
You win some and you lose some. I'll take it.
Right. Well covered by Chicago.
As long as you're not going
right
backwards.
read. Exactly. Right read. Get the ball out.
What did you guys think of Robert Jones? Now, there's a few times I highlighted him where
he played extremely well. He played extremely well.
Remember, we're only talking from a pass pro standpoint, gentlemen. We're not talking from a run standpoint, right?
He struggled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He struggled a bit in the run. In the run, he struggled a bit. There was a rep or 2 in pass pro that I noted him. I think there was
right.
All right, 2nd and 9. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left, 1x2 receiver set. Again, Sherfield motion shifts the Bears into cover 3. Play action. This time, Tua looks off the screen to Sherfield. Boom! And hits Waddle over the middle for 26 yards on his post.
There goes the miles.
You see what they did?
Same look, same motion.
See? Yeah, they tried to give you somewhat a similar. Oh, they're switching it up a bit. You know what I mean? They got him in a different kind of motion look. But they still give him that screen. Oh, they're going to delay it. Looks it off. Boom. Look at because the linebacker bit.
Right.
Watch the linebacker underneath. He thinks they're going screen. Look, he's expecting screen, and he's late.
like Brian Baldinger says, he bit the cheese.
Good design and good call.
He took the cheese.
Great read and throw by Tua to Waddle. Again, IDing, and he targets the soft spot in the coverage. Man, I love it. You know, this is the stuff. This is the stuff that, injected in my veins.
And this was also a perfect stunt pickup by the offensive line on this play.
About time.
I had to clap it up for them, man.
Give you the look
at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect stunt pickup. Everything was blocked.
One more time because it's happened so rarely.
Offensive line.
And who's doing it? Who's there? Who's there? Robert Jones. Right?
Everything.
So
look at Shell. Get out the clubs.
And then look at Smythe.
He's getting into it.
And look at Robert beat him.
Robert Jones picked it up.
Got there. Who? Rob Jones.
Rob Jones. But great. And ball game. We gotta keep giving it to you, bro. You said by the time they hit week 7, week 8, they're gonna start figuring this thing out on the offensive line. They're starting to play like they're a gelled, cohesive unit now, man. It's getting beautiful, man. It's getting beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Quarterback.
From terrible to beautiful. All right, 2 in the gun with Wilson to his left.
if it isn't the so-called beautiful.
Yeah. Why don't you click your heels twice? And go. All right.
Very insulting.
Oh my God.
Player haters ball, man. Dave Chappelle. That's all you know.
2 in the gun with Wilson to his left, 12 personnel for Miami, 3 receivers to the right, and Sherfield stacked with Smythe. Bears show cover 1. Sherfield's going to motion to the left. They love it. Play action. It's almost like a bootleg option with Wilson coming from the right along the line of scrimmage to the left and leaking into the flats. 2 hits him for a nice chunk yardage gain of 14 yards. And
Easy.
the Dolphins are in the red zone, and it's just like music.
That was perfect. That was perfect, man.
Oh, bro. 2nd and 6. After Wilson, Jeff Wilson picked up 4 yards. 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right. Gesicki's, you see him motioning there from the left to the right. Makes it a 2x2 set and 11 personnel. Single high. Bears are going to roll into a single high shell. Tua is going to take Wilson underneath on his quick out for a 4-yard gain. This should bring up 3rd and 2. But the Bears, Robinson gets called for roughing the passer. First and down. Ball moved to the 3-yard line of Chicago. Here's the roughing the passer right there.
Yeah. Shout out to Wilson for just coming off the street and balling.
In the Ronnie Brown threads too, bro.
Right. 2-3.
Bro, I love Ronnie Brown, and man, I love this. He reminds
man.
Running downhill, bro. I love it. We just need to run some Wildcat with Wilson, and you'll be throwing me back, baby.
Nah. Give him the handoffs. Let's make it classic.
I'm joking. I miss Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, we all do.
I loved him, man.
Ronnie and Ricky.
So underrated. I thought, I thought Ronnie was so underrated. You know. 2 in the gun. He was way better than Cadillac. 2 in the gun.
Oh.
What do you mean? Who had the better career? Stop.
I mean, Cadillac out the gate was just a monster in Tampa Bay, bro.
Well,
we can't deny that.
Come on, stop. Did he carry
injuries is really what kind of threw Cadillac out the league, bro. But honestly, when he played, he was problems. Cadillac was a problem.
Ronnie was problems, bro. What do you?
I agree. I'm not hating on Ronnie, bro. We love Ronnie, bro.
He was Tua before there was a Tua, left-handed and stuff too, man.
That's true. Yeah, Ronnie and the Wildcat throwing touchdowns against New England.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. Come on, he was Tua before there was a Tua. All right, 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right, 2x2 set, 11 personnel, cover 3. Tyreek gets wide open on his speed out to the right of the end zone. Tua anticipated, threw it almost immediately as he saw the defender. It's like a high-low concept to the right if you look at it, right? You got Gesicki over top, right? And look at the defender. Yeah, the defender bit on the Gesicki. Look at his hips are turned towards Gesicki, and that's why Hill was so open.
I love the decisiveness.
They respected Gesicki in the red zone there because that's who's been getting the touchdowns.
Exactly.
Look at it. That's why they respected the film.
And I love the decisiveness by Tua for anticipating exactly what the defense was going to react to with Mike Gesicki and him not even hesitating to fire that ball in there.
He's been the big red zone threat. So
absolutely,
you gotta honor him down here. So
they
look
at that throw, fire.
That out route, that speed out was so fast though.
Yeah,
Lord.
So fast.
Even the throw was fast too. Everything was decisive on that play, man. Loved it.
One more time.
It's unfair, man.
Just boom, he's out.
Don't say that, ball game. We need as many points as possible. But this defense,
you know it's unfair. Listen, but no, see, here's the crazy thing. This is a Jekyll and Hyde thing that we've been talking about. Like they play amazing at home, but on the road they fucking. It's like they all. It was all at the strip club, maybe the night before or something.
Christopher, the All-22 cut the flip out.
Yeah, no flip, man. No flip.
All-22 cut the flip out. Trust me, I wanted it. Anyways, it's now 14-10 for the Dolphins after that. So now it's 21-17 after AVG returned a blocked Phillips punt for a touchdown, and then the Bears responded with one of their own because Fields was having a career day. Why not?
Field day.
Ooh, look at you. First and 10 after Mostert starts the drive off with a 14-yard run. 2 in the gun, Mostert to his left, 11 personnel for Miami, 1-2 set. Bears are in cover 4. Tua is going to get flushed out to the left of the pocket as Armstead is going to be driven back by Muhammad, and that takes away for the lane for Tua to step up to, and it's a 4-yard gain. You'll see a better angle here as Muhammad's going to drive Armstead back pretty steadily right here. Right there, drives him back, tries to step up to the lane. No, can't. Boom. Didn't arc him out fully. Instead, they ended up in the lane to step up. So
I just love the blocking up front, man. They gave Tua that opportunity to really get up out of there.
And he didn't
and get what he could. Exactly. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? They took away the lane for you to step up into, and you made a smart play with your legs. I'm taking it. So now it's 2nd and 6, 2 in the gun. Moser to his left, 11 personnel. 2-by-2 set with Wilson going to motion to the right. Cover 4 for Chicago. Guys, Tua's going to feel the pressure and try to move up and out of the pocket, but when he realizes he can't, he's going to throw to Moser to avoid the sack. Good movement there. Right. Now you're going to see from this angle right here, Muhammad is going to get arced out wide, and it's going to force Tua to step up. But Robert Jones is going to get absolutely manhandled on the bull rush, and he's going to get tossed to the side by Angelo Blackson here. So watch. Thankful for the throwaway and awareness to not take the sack or intentionally grounded here by Tua. But watch Robert Jones' Armstead here. Now, Muhammad, look at arcing him out wide. He's good. Now, so, okay, you've seen the edge. Now let's bring it back. Let's focus on Robert Jones, the left guard, on your right screen here in between Connor Williams and Armstead. Watch him manhandled. Ready? Boom. Get out of here, kid. Right. So it is what it is. It ended up being a live to see another down play, and I'll take that over a negative play or a play where our quarterback takes an unnecessary hit. So,
any day of the week.
You know what? I ain't afraid of 3rd and 6 when our quarterback regularly converts 3rd and 10 plus. So let's go.
3rd and 6 is like 1st and 10.
And honestly, fellas, man, it feels really good to be like to have like 3rd down situations, and like you might actually pick this up like every time you're in that situation. We haven't had that in ever. Like when I think about it.
Let me tell you, I was sitting watching the game with my dad, and there was a couple long third downs, and I was like, he looked at me, he was like, well, so what's going on? I said, they're gonna pick this up. Like, no doubt.
Damn.
I mean, he said, I bet you $15 they don't. I said, bet.
Who would take that bet? He's the best 3rd down and 4th quarter quarterback in the NFL.
My dad would, cause he was just sitting there crazy.
Your daddy's money with a smile.
Hell yeah.
Because he hasn't seen it before.
Just going into those last couple drives of the game where we couldn't convert. Going into those last drives, we were 5 for 6 on 3rd downs, and then we ended up, I think, like 5 for 10 or 5 for 9 or something like that. But we were 5 for 6. It was converting everything that was being put, and that's usually how. That was what was so uncharacteristic about. Well, we'll talk about the Smythe and the Waddle misses, but he usually doesn't miss on 3rd down. So,
right.
And then the one time he does, the Chicken Littles run out because that's all they got left to cling on to right now. All right, so now it's 3rd and 6. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left. 11 personnel. 1-by-3 set. Where you're going to see Hill is going to motion, and he's going to turn the trips right into a trips bunch right there. Cover 2 for Chicago, who's going to shift into a robber look. 2 is going to be patient in the pocket and drops a beautiful teardrop to Hill on his delayed wheel route here for a huge 39 gain inside the Bears red zone.
Too easy, man.
But I want to talk about the play. I want to talk about the play design here. I got a gush. Love the design on Sherfield. If you watch Sherfield here, his dig route, it's going to take a defender and it's going to draw the safety up, and Gesicki's basically going to pick as he stems his pivot route, and watch how free it allows Hill to come underneath. Watch what the other receivers do.
Patience.
Look. That is play design. That is high level play design, ladies and gentlemen. We weren't seeing this with Godsey and Stoodsville. We weren't seeing this with Gailey. We didn't see this with Gase. This is, man, you know, I remember people used to always say, well, you know, I want to see him under Sean Payton, Drew Brees. I always told people, no, you want to see him in Kyle Shanahan's system too. And you see Kyle Shanahan's system with this vertical speed element. Oh my God. Look at this design again. They motion into this bunch so they can do this and get him free. Look at this. That is brilliant. That is brilliant design and perfect execution, people. Love it.
And initially, I like it during the live, you know, broadcast. I thought this was a little bit underthrown, but then when I seen it again,
perfect.
I was like, wait a minute, that's a perfect pass. Wow, that's a perfect pass.
He dropped that in the basket.
That's why we know he can make the Waddle throw that he misses later on. This show it's because look at he puts the right amount of touch and juice. This thing isn't all air. Look at that thing.
Right. He puts the perfect arc on it. Yeah. And shout out to the pass protection and the God view, bro, because again, when the offensive line keeps clicking like this, man, picking up every stunt, giving Tua this type of pocket.
Martin.
Hey man.
That's crazy. Look at that 3-on-2, 1-on-1 on the backside, on his blind side with a double up on 55, who was their premier pass rusher, right? Next guy up, right?
Perfect.
Let me tell you this.
Pass pro.
Because people will watch me every day or whatever, right? And every week, guys, when I go over the PFF grades, right? I always go over Tua Tagovailoa, and I go over his passing charts, right? And boys, when this man is kept clean, let me tell you this. Right now, when he's kept clean this year, he's 128 of 173 for 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He has a 74 completion percentage, 1,669 of his yards, a 9.6 yards per attempt, an average depth of target of 9.8, and his adjusted completion percentage is 81.8 when he's kept clean. He has an offensive grade when he's kept clean of 93 and a passer grade of 92.5 when he's kept clean.
He's hitting 4 out of 5 throws.
Tua is unbelievable. And bro, remember how everyone was trying to cling to the yards per attempt and the average depth of target for Tua last year? Right. Remember?
Right.
And we kept telling it's the design. It's because it's only Waddle and they're trying to get Waddle into space. And we would talk about the design of the plays, which is just a poorly designed offense. Look at now that you get a properly designed offense. Look at where his yards per attempt and average of depth of target are now. They're amongst the best in the league. They went from the worst in the league to now they're amongst some of the best in the league. Like people just didn't understand that's people tried to label things we were explaining as excuses when it was the context of the situation. And that's what's so beautiful about all this. Not only that we were right all the whole time, and me, since I entered this community in 2019 about Tua and what he could be in the NFL, but also because of what we're seeing, what now these people who have clearly never evaluated a quarterback before, never watched film before. Now you're seeing the stark differences between not having proper play design, coaching, play calling, and personnel around a quarterback to when you have the exact opposite. Now they are understanding it because we never even fully had this with Tannehill.
True. And one more thing, Reezy. Big shout out to an additional year off of that hip replacement surgery, damn near.
Sure.
You know what I mean? One more year of full health. I mean, this is just the perfect time. This is the perfect time for Tua to start hitting this type of stride. So I'm loving it.
To hit the perfect type of stride or to hit Tyreek Hillen's stride, baby? Let's go. Hill, Waddle. It's 2nd and 15 after a Mostert run went nowhere on first down. And then Miami took a too many men on the field penalty to in the gun with Mostert to his left. 12 personnel, 1-by-1 set with Waddle motioning from the left side to the right side. Quarters for the Bears. Tua looks like he's going to want to step into one and drive it to Hill on his post route, but he's going to see it's taken away and instead targets like right there. Let me see early on if you see the drive. Watch. Let me freeze it for y'all. If you watch it here, it looks like he wants Hill on that post. Right there. And then he says, no, and then he takes what the defense gives him, targets Mostert rolling out into the flats. The problem here is Chase Edmonds left his hands on the bus. And
Chase Edmonds?
And Mostert picked them up.
My God.
And Mostert picked them up. Look, bro. Look at the space.
We have a new Bartholomew on the team.
Awful drop.
And
there was daylight, man. There was daylight to make it manageable coming up at worst. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 15. But look you see he wants this post, eh? Look
right there.
But he sees the drop. And he sees, even if this man drops the other way, I got that other linebacker over the middle there that I can't deal with.
And he immediately goes to the next.
A Me Too to a book, an expose on how Flo sabotaged his career. Hashtag Me Too.
Oh wow,
Josh Rosen.
That's funny, man.
There you go. If you need something, ball game.
Huh?
If you need something to roll on right now, let him know.
Nah, I'm leaving it alone.
What's he doing right now, anyways?
Chilling, man.
He
had a baby.
Is he on a practice squad?
Yeah. But
what
he
team? Where is he?
Had a baby.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's more talented than him.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm just vibing tonight, too, as the man. I'll take that for all of you who said Rosen was the guy and Tua wasn't.
Lord have mercy.
Could you ever? I never want to hear people. Whoever said Rosen was the guy and Tua wasn't, I want to never hear you talk about the quarterback position ever again. Oh my God.
Oh
man, I'm vibing tonight, huh? All right. 3rd and 15 after the Mostert drop. After making ball game and the homie Martin blush. 2 in the gun. 2 in the gun. You see Mosert's to his right. And it's 11 personnel. Sherfield's going to motion to the left, and it's going to make that, you're going to, from that trips. And you see Tua, cover 2 for the Bears.
What a move.
Yeah, moves up and out of the pocket. He lost his footing trying to hit Waddle on that, deep curl, and then he came back to him. Looked like it was a deep curl, and he came back to him. He made the catch. What a catch, too, right? Again, you look at this. Tua moves up out of the pocket. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's nasty.
Loses his footing. Yeah, it's good. You expect it more from the God view. Right here.
But this is the Tua that I actually fell in love with at Alabama. This pocket awareness and elusiveness, where he's just so smooth.
You know what I had in my notes for the first play when he did all that that we started, where he used his head and used his eyes to manipulate the defenders to open the windows. I said this is the Tuscaloosa Tua that had us salivating at the draft. And then you go ahead and say that. That's hilarious. So obviously this sets up a Jason Sanders field goal that why wouldn't he miss from 29 yards away?
Hey, but look at the flag on the goalpost, bro. Sanders, man.
29 yards, bro.
No. But that's what I mean. Like Sanders has to know this is not going to be a normal kick. You have to push it more towards the opposite side of where those flags are being blown.
It had a ripple effect because we end up going to 4th down later in the game instead of taking the 3 because they don't trust him. Whereas if you would have hit that, they would have sent him back out for that, and that's a 6-point swing. Jason
Sanders was in the doghouse the rest of the game. Like literally every time we went for it on 4th down. That was a message. That was a message that Coach McDaniel was sending to him, bro. Yeah. Like when that never again. You know what I mean?
Air Bud could do a better job.
That's cold, bro.
Go get the dog. He can do the job. Just pay the lab.
Air Bud, bro.
Bro, ridiculous.
That's pretty bad, bro.
Dolphins.
Oh my God.
Now get the ball to start the second half after the Bears kneeled. 21 personnel for Miami, 2 in the gun. Wilson to his right. 2 receivers stacked to the right. Now we're going to see Wilson a little bit more after that drop, too. Did you notice that? Cover 3 for Chicago. Waddle motions. Tua is going to hit Tyreek on the deep out for the big 22-yard gain. What a route ran by Tyreek. What a route. I want to go back and show you why. All right. So, like, the way he runs this out route is so magical. So I want you to watch Tyreek here.
Bottom of the screen.
Bottom of the screen. If you watch him, he's going to get to the top of the vertical stem of that out route, and he's going to dig his feet in and explode towards the sideline on that out route, and it's going to cause the corner to lose his footing, and it's going to create all that separation. Watch this. And Tua sees it and throws it. Look at that. What a route what a route, man.
What sells the route more than anything is the fact
and
that
look at the cushion that man gave, and he got blown up like that, bro.
Look where he started though, and where he ended before he broke the route off.
Wow!
He went inside. He came. Yeah. He took him inside.
Yeah, and he never flipped
places. Which forces the DB then at that point to have to. Yeah, he can't ever play that, man. That's just wrong.
I'm not playing. Yeah, just backpedal, man. Don't play inside on him.
Mm-mm.
And shout out to the pass protection on Tua's side right there. Boom. Jeff Wilson cleaning out the house. And Tua's pocket presence is A1. As soon as he gets to the top of his drop back, smoothly, calmly, presses back up into the pocket and delivers a strike to Tyreek. Perfect.
And look at the movement in the pocket before he makes a throw, eh?
Yep. Perfect execution.
That subtle shift. You know, you really got to watch and catch it. Look at the subtle shift, and then he resets and throws and drives through it. What? Right there.
Boom.
Look at the drive. Boom. See, that's why we stress on Tua. We hate when he throws off his back foot or with his upper body. When he drives, we get the throw.
It's a perfect pass. Right? It's a perfect pass every time. Mm-hmm.
So I love it's high. That was high level stuff. G Firm says a paralyzed dude told Sanders, "Don't worry, you can kick it with me." Oh.
That's cold, G-Far. Come on, bro.
After two Mozart runs, take the Dolphins down to the Bears 18. It's now 2nd and 3, 2 in the gun, split back set, 21 personnel, 1x2, quarters for the Bears. Ingles going to motion out to the right there. And great job here. Tua's going to sell the fake and bootleg back to the left. And he's going to deliver a dart to Waddle on his post route for 6.
Mm-hmm.
And what I love too is Tua puts it to a spot. Rolling Waddle can make the play, and it's an easy adjustment for him to make the play. Like it's a
great decision.
Adjustment. Yeah,
just a great decision, bro.
Like super easy adjustment in stride. I love it. Like what a throw by Tua Tagovailoa.
Hey, looks through the fake,
and he said he sold the fake. Yeah,
I love it. Oh.
This is just a high level execution right here, man.
If he had just opened his hand up, you know, if he had opened that hand up just a little bit more,
man.
But
look at
ball game. If he opens his hand up a little bit more, and Jeff Wilson sprints,
that ball's already out. Look at the window he saw.
Right, it's crazy.
And look and he didn't let Waddle run straight through his route. He let him adjust because if he ran straight through, that safety or whatever, that corner can make a play.
Would have blown him up. Yeah.
Like it's so smart. Like look at the placement. And it's such an easy adjustment. When you watch it in full time, it's such an easy adjustment for Waddle. And it's such a smart little nuanced change. Like God damn, like this is the stuff that I love, man. That's the stuff that you need to praise the kid for. That is seeing. That is
high level.
The game has slowed down for Tua Tagovailoa.
What a throw!
On the
and didn't hesitate.
I knew it all along. He my quarterback. He was out here talking reckless. He was out here talking reckless about him, and now everybody over here ready to stand up. If he zipped his pants, I ain't gonna go there. But
now all of a sudden it went from he could never achieve these things to now all of a sudden they expect him to perform at this level. Okay.
Hey, ball game. You feel like Lisa's dad on Coming to America. He's like, I always knew there was something about that boy. That's how Tua's playing, bro. He's looking special right now, man. So
he is.
Hey, keep it going, man.
All right, so it's 28-17 after that throw, but then the Bears respond to make it 28-25. 1st and 10 for Miami. Tua under center, 21 personnel. Ingold motions into the backfield here. He's going to make it I formation right there. Bears are in cover 3, but they're going to roll to like a single high shell. And Tua is going, this is what we talked about. Tua's going to drop an absolute dime to Waddle on the deep crosser, but he can't complete the reception by holding on. The defender makes a play and it's broken up. Guys, bro, I write this. I'm going to read it. This is my notes. Tua, hold on. Absolute confidence oozing from Tua on this throw. Should have been a 20-yard gain. What a...
I wrote risky, but love the attempt.
Fear. No
risky,
fear.
But love the attempt.
First place, second place is the first loser, and this guy is going for first place throws. This thing is just like, this thing is money in the bank. Look
what
at
a
it.
throw!
No, he fits it through. Look at this thing.
Oh my goodness, man!
And it's there. Waddle has it right now.
Yeah.
That's what we don't realize.
They could have flagged dude. Dude never turned his head.
There.
I mean, that's actually really good defense, though. Ball game. When you think about it,
he still got to look though. Can't face guard.
That's true. That's true too. But the accuracy, the placement, the anticipation.
He pulled it out.
Yeah, he pulled it out right there. That's where he lost it right there. Was when he fell, he ripped.
Yeah, they ripped it.
Yeah.
If Waddle comes down with that catch, if you look at like the like those super stats, you know those like those algorithm stats. It's like
the tightest what's the throw of the
exact
year,
like and I mean like of the last like 5 years. You know what I mean?
You know what the percentage on that completion is probably on that throw?
Like 0.8% or something.
And it should have been completed if you think about it.
Right.
Tua did his job. That's all I got to say.
It was beautiful.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, bro. When you actually think about that, and just the confidence oozing from this kid right now.
He's building it. Sure.
And Tyreek makes that catch. 2nd and 10. Dolphins, and that's because he's the best in the world right now. That's why.
Tyreek is playing at another level.
Waddle's elite, but Tyreek's the best in the world, so he makes that catch. Dolphins in a split back set. It's 2nd and 10. 21 personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the right. Cover 6, 2-4. You got cover 2 up to the top left. Cover 4 to the bottom right. Wilson's going to motion, and Sherfield's going to just leak out into the flats, and Tua's going to have him for a quick 8-yard gain right there. Like, nice effort by Sherfield. Always gives 110% on every round.
So much pressure, bro.
What's the pressure, ball game?
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, the route combinations and the way they attack and how hard and fast they run upfield, bro, you can't ever rest on defense, bro. You scrambling around like a chicken with your head cut off.
That's true. True. Guys, 500 of you in the room. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Help us out with our friend Algorithm. Help out. Smash that like button, guys. All right. Another good example of Tua going to be IDing here. It's 3rd and 2nd. Go figure. Dolphins in 11 personnel. 2 under center. Mostert is the single back. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Cover 3 for the Bears. It's going to be play action, and 2 is going to hit Waddle on the pivot route for the first down right there. And it's crazy because if you watch it, Jalen Johnson, 33, is in coverage, and you can tell he wants to bite on Hill's slant over the middle. Tua is going to ID it, and it's going to give Waddle that separation to the sideline. Great read and throw. And I'll pause it for you so you can see what I'm talking about, people. So watch. Hill's free. Look at it. He wanted to bite. See? You see that catch? Watch. Watch how he moves.
Yep.
Catch
he got caught.
That pivot, and boom.
Bit the cheese.
Hey,
but in my notes right here, man, I just put perfect call and great design. When you see the play action, everything screams run, and it's just it's a perfect play, man. It's a perfect play for a perfect time.
The whip pivot.
Yep, deadly.
Yeah. But the play action is really what sets it off for me, because it brings all the defenders inside. to bite on that run, and it's perfect.
Yeah. All right. So now it's for after that first down. It's now 2nd and 9 after a Wilson 1-yard run. Split back look for 2 in the gun, 21 personnel, 2 receivers to the right, quarters for the Bears. They're going to drop into cover 6 post snap like a 2-4. Ingle's going to motion to the right, and 2 is going to hit Hill perfectly on the post for an easy 20-yard gain in the first down. ID'd the soft spot, made the throw. It's just like a hot knife through butter, ladies and gentlemen.
It's playing catch, man. Another day in the park. They're playing catch in the park.
He's just reading it well, man. Boom.
Love it.
And, look, reason you keep mentioning Tua's confidence, man, bro. It's getting a little scary, bro. Like a good scary. Like this dude's
Scary
confidence. Just look at the last play to Tyreek, bro. At that God view, the kid is literally like no fear, no hesitation, ball out. In stride. Boom! Like not even hesitate. Come on, bro. I haven't seen this level of just arrogance pretty much from Tua. Since Alabama, damn near.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's you got to be. That's what the great ones got to find that that fine line, right?
Exactly.
Right. 2 under center.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7 after a Jeff Wilson 3-yard run. Strong right, single back set, 2 receivers stacked to the left, 12 personnel. Bears are going to shift from cover 6-4-2 to quarters. Waddle's going to motion to the right. It's going to be a play action. Tua tries to bootleg to his right, but penetration comes from the left side.
Right.
We'll see it right here. If you actually watch it here, Connor Williams is going to run into shell, and it's going to affect his block, while Smith is literally going to be push his man into pressuring Tua as well.
Right.
Thank God Tua threw it in the vicinity of Smythe for the incompletion. But watch, you see right there. So that throws Shell's block off. Smythe pushes his man into pressure. Shell tried to recover, but too late. Anyways.
This kind of feels like a play that they just ran for the first time this season, and nobody really knew what to do on that play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotta get the timing down.
Yeah.
Right.
3rd and 7 now. Empty set, 2 in the gun. 2-by-3 look. Cover 2 for the Bears. We're going to roll into cover 6 before the snap. Another great route ran by Tyreek here. You look, watch what he does here when you watch Tyreek. Look, on that out.
Easy.
Watch this, and we'll break it down further for y'all. So what's going to happen here when you watch Reek, man, his man stays flat-footed as Tyreek is going to break towards that right sideline on his out route. Watch right there, flat-footed, breaks out, and he's gone. Easy completion for 18 yards in the first down. And what I love here is Tyreek got thrown into open space by Tua, right? He throws him into the open space here. Ready?
Everything's chunk yardage, man.
There you go. Let's go. Love
4
it.
plays and they down the field in the red zone.
Just like that.
That's the offense we running right now, ball game.
Just like
everything is just easy now.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 7 after Wilson just picked up another 3 on the ground. 2-by-2 empty set, 11 personnel. Bears in quarters. Motion, and they're going to fake the jet sweep. Ingold's actually going to whiff on his block. Tua's going to step up and throw away the football. Good decision.
What a move.
Live to see another down.
He's growing. He's growing.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is a rare miss by Ingold, by the way.
Yeah.
He
big time.
He got Olay, bro.
Yeah.
He got Olay, but that was a hell of a play by Tua. When you look at that God view one more time, reason, and you see the maneuver. Look at Tua is getting back to that guy. Like how you said, look at that, man. Just like a hezzy and
yeah.
Let's fight another down, bro. He's becoming more and more decisive, bro, as time goes along.
There you go.
He's already done this multiple times. Yeah, he's already done this multiple times this game. It's crazy. He's feeling himself and he's feeling the pocket.
Right.
Deadly combination. 3rd and 7 now, so you know what that means. Chef Tua got to whip up that work. 2 in the gun with Wilson to his left. Gesicki motions to the left, 11 personnel, 2x2 set, cover 1 press man for Chicago. Good design. Tua is going to ID the clear out and hits Wilson on the flat route. Wilson takes it to the house for a touchdown to make it 35-25.
Dive on the pylon, young man.
Well, Wilson's different, man. Wilson is the first running back since Jay Ajayi that I'm looking at like he's a football player. He's a football player, man. I love seeing this guy run.
Sound like I'm crying.
You see, you back there sniffling, boy. It's my quarterback. It's my quarterback.
I'm just crying. I'm crying now for all of the defenses we gotta face. I feel sorry for them, you know. I do, but I don't, because I know how hard and how difficult it is to see that type of speed on the field, and you got to respond to it, trying to do it in reverse. Like,
true,
they already at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's just not fair, bro. But I'm glad it's us with the advantage for sure.
So after a Bears punt, Dolphins are still up by 10, first down. I formation for Miami, 21 personnel, 1x1 set for Miami. Cover 2 man for Chicago. And it's going to be a great throw on the move here. And what I like is instead of taking the easy Ingold throw leaking into the flats, Tua is going to see Hill running free on his slant, and he makes the throw.
He saw it. Mm-hmm.
And did you see how clean Hill's release was?
Did not. You can go back real quick.
It's the feet, baby. It's the feet.
Watch how clean this release is.
It's
gone. Love it. And you know, Tua last year would have taken this Ingold in the flats.
True.
He would have taken Ingold in the flats there. And then boom, sees it. Love it.
He's feeling it now, man.
Love it.
He understands the concepts. He understands coverages, how things should open up, and he's not hesitating anymore.
The
Boom.
game is slowing down.
Right.
That's going to be scary going forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2nd and 9 after Jeff Wilson Jr. 1-yard run. Split back formation for the Dolphins. 2 in the gun. 21 personnel, 1x1 set. Bears in cover 6, 4-2. Tua is going to take Wilson on, I think this is a screen with no help, how this is designed. It turns into a 7-yard gain. I mean,
just a smart throw.
Yeah, there's really no
smart
help there.
Throw.
They designed it like it was going to be a normal play.
Yeah, there were receivers running into their routes, but the coverage dictated for Tua not to hesitate and get the ball into the hands of his running back. So just a smart play, man.
All right, 3rd and 2, 3x2 set, empty backfield for 2 in the gun. Cover 2 for the Bears initially, but the safety is going to shift into up as a robber. It's going to be a low snap, fumble, and this is where the bad starts. You know, this is when the bad starts happening for the offense in terms of becoming a little stagnant. Right? So, low snap.
Yeah, just didn't get the snap, man. Didn't get the snap. I'm glad he recovered it, though.
So am I. All right, 4th and 6 from the Bears 35. And McDaniel keeps Sanders on the sideline. Didn't even hesitate. 3x2 set. Empty backfield for Tua. Quarters for the Bears. You know, Gesicki's delay before he stems and breaks out looks like it throws off Tua right there. And it throws off the timing. And basically, Gesicki did too much. And he didn't spot fast enough. Good coverage. And when you actually look at it, this was really the only throw. The coverage down everywhere else was pretty good.
I think that was the objective. Get Gesicki one-on-one.
Oh, but he did that
and give him the ball.
He did and shimmy shake. Look at this.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
When you mentioned too much, that's exactly what I put in my notes as well. When Gesicki is supposed to do a delayed kind of route to allow Tyreek Hill to get up on the defender that's guarding Gesicki. So as soon as that defender starts getting his attention on Tyreek, Gesicki's supposed to sprint into his route, you know what I mean? And get more leverage so Tua can put a better pass out there for him. But everything was just too slow of a development for Tua to really get the ball to him like that. So he did too much, man, on that play. Didn't like the route by decision.
Either did I, bro. Either did I. All right. So cover 4 here for the Bears. You've got Tua in the gun, 2 receivers stacked to his right, 3 to his left. And then obviously you got a little bit of a bunch set to the left again. And right now, yeah, I mean, ugly.
This is one of those plays where I just thought to myself, we got to do better. Yeah, we got to do better.
You beat the coverage, man.
We got to do better, man.
Right? You beat
Especially when we're going for it. Like this is all or nothing. You know, better effort, man.
Because we don't trust Sanders.
Sanders was in the doghouse for real, bro.
Yeah.
McDaniel's like, nope.
G Firm says Tua runs our offense. Josh Allen is the offense. There you go.
That would have been a first down had your second run better routes.
Well, had he not delayed, if he would have ran it properly,
just ran through.
He threw the timing off, you know?
Exactly.
All right, so now it's 1st and 10. Dolphins get the ball back. It's still 35-32. There's about 11 and a half minutes left in the 4th quarter at this point. Bears are in almost like a cloud. It's like a 1-3. Is that
cloud 13. Cover 1 and cover 3 to the right.
Yeah. Split back set for the Dolphins. Tua in the gun. You see a 1-by-1 receiver set. And it is 21 personnel. So play action, and you see the pressure is going to come in again up that middle. And again, Tua gets it away. And he didn't get called for this either.
Right. Luckily.
I'll take that. Because Ingold was in the vicinity, right?
Right.
So I'll take it. I will take it. You're not going to hear a complaint from me, gentlemen. All right. Cover 2 for the Bears. You see Ingold motions into the I formation for the Dolphins. Again, a 21 personnel look. Wide split to the right. 1 receiver split to the left. And again, 2 under center. Play action. Loving the bootleg. And 2 is going to test it deep. And they're going to draw the flag here with Waddle. Again, second flag. And also, second flag drawn throwing into the sun. Wasn't the Tyreek one into the sun earlier too?
Yeah. That's the way Soldier Field is, man. They got an east and west. where most should go north and south, but hey.
Well, look, that's just go, kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually wanted.
Waddle jumped a little too early too.
He did because he couldn't really judge where the ball is. The sun was right in his face.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to get a little have a little more sense of urgency on that boot. If he can clearly see he's going to make that throw down the field, get that play action, get your head turned, flip your hips, and then just launch it. You know. Yeah. But he kind of like lugged his way into that throw, and if he flipped his hips a little sooner, I think it would have been a more accurate pass, like towards the sideline, to have Waddle kind of run underneath that. So
I agree.
You know.
All right, 2 under center, single back is Wilson. You see the motion. It's a 1-by-2 receiver set. 11 personnel. And the Bears are going to roll from cover 6 into like a quarters coverage post snap. Fake the toss because we were loving the toss this game. And Tua, you see him on that bootleg making another throw on the run. Nice completion there. Cedric Wilson, correct?
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he makes the completion to Cedric Wilson, who was there in the slot on that. He did like a curl route. Overall thoughts?
Nah, just a clean throw to make. The route was open. And said just we I think Tua knows that he wants to get the ball to other players as well.
Yep.
And when you get that option right there, you got to give it to your guy like that. So,
Agreed.
clean.
Agreed. 2 under center. Wilson again is a single back. 2 receivers to the right, but they're going to send a motion man to the left side. Power formation, that's for sure. And
we running it.
Yeah, we running it, and they're in a single high shell. Are the Bears? Mad motion by Tyreek, pump fake by Tua, and
yeah, we know him.
He talked about this post game, and he said that, what did he say post game? What did he say? It looked like Smythe.
Something along the lines of he thought Smythe was going to go like wheel up towards the sideline, so it kind of influenced his throw to instead of it being right in his chest, it kind of influenced it to be more out that way. But regardless, man, Tua, don't force him into that wheel. You force him into sitting down right there and throw it in his chest, man, because there's no need for that. It's 4th down short. We want to get the first. Don't worry about the touchdown. Put it in his chest, man. Put it in his chest. Yeah, he will not. I know for sure.
4th and 1 at the Chicago 14 with about 7:50 left in the game.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And now you're going to give them the ball back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Defense had to do one thing all game. Get a stop and get it.
So
Justin Fields, man.
Yeah. It's like a cloud 1-3 look for the Bears here. Final play of the game. 2 in the gun, running back to his left, 1x2 receiver set, and simply 2 is going to take the snap. It was there, and he's going to underthrow Waddle. Yep. He just needs to, more juice. Stop relying on purely touch. Because look it was out as soon as he got back there. It's just he relied too much on touch, so Waddle outran it.
Perfect read. He used it well. He can clearly see that the defense gave him what he wanted on that play. Hey, man, this is for all of it, man. Just make the throw. You've done it before. Do it again. Make the throw. That's a tough miss right there, man.
Wheel, eh?
Yeah, man.
It works. It works, man.
It's hard to defend it.
Too fast.
Jam him and then get
it
off.
Comes out flat, right?
Yeah.
Originally, and then when he turns it upfield, he's already at top speed. It's hard to transition.
Let Water run underneath that, man. But just put it out for him.
Like, look at the arc he got on that one compared to that throw earlier he made to Tyreek.
Yeah.
Right.
And Tua has to kind of get out of his mind. You even if you do overthrow them, overthrow it. Like let them chase it down like the fastest kid on the playground, and just give it to him.
He threw to the back of the end zone to Waddle last week when he was running free.
Right, exactly.
Just lay it out there and just make
let him run underneath it.
I agree. All right, so final thoughts. I mean, like other than the few misses there at the end, that was some pretty elite tape, gentlemen.
He looked good, man.
It is definitely great to know that up front he's being protected. They brought that together, and now we get to see the brilliance of Tua, man. It's like you had all the pieces. You just wondering when they was going to gel, and now at this point, offense is carrying the defense, especially in away games, which is crazy to me because we perform so much better on defense at home. But it's okay. That's what fills the stands anyway. I think people like to see offense a little more than defense. So, he's right in the groove of what's necessary for this team to I think they found their identity. They've proved that they still going to want to run the ball at you in a lot of different creative ways, and they're going to base a lot of what they do in the passing game off of the ability to run. So you're going to get different looks, and guys are going to be exposing you at different levels. And that's the best thing. They stress the defense so much that it frustrates them. And guys aren't dropping a lot of passes. You know what I'm saying? And Tua is putting the ball in places where only our guys can get it, man. That in itself frustrates the shit out of defenses because guys go back to their huddles thinking, damn, man, I was right there. I was right there. Well, right there ain't good enough. So
not against this offense, man.
Yeah, almost as only good as hand grenades and horseshoes. That shit don't work.
And BallGame, I'll piggyback, man, about the run game. This Jeff Wilson trade.
Yeah.
And obviously the Bradley Chubb thing, cool, love it. We got a good young pass rusher, but this Jeff Wilson trade, for the longest time, bro, I've had my eye on Jeff Wilson with the 49ers. The reason why he's not well known across the league strictly boils down to his injuries that he's sustained in the past. And now that we have him on our roster, I'm so hyped because now we can really threaten people with the run game. And once we get our run game to a respectable level, because right now we're bottom 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you get it to a respectable level, 22, 20, 17, 16, right? As far as ranking. Now defenses they can't deny it. They have to bite. And when you bite and Tua off that play action, and you got those guys streaking down the field and Waddle and Tyreek, hey man, we got the best offense in the league once that happens. So I'm praying that the O-line kind of continues their trajectory as far as gelling. And I'm praying that they officially go all out for this run game, because I'm telling you right now, once Jeff Wilson starts popping off, and then now Tua really has an identity to really, lean on when it's not all on him, the offense will take another step, yet another step. So I'm like, man, this is perfect. But all in all, man, that tape was nice. Tua has become what we wanted him to grow into. He's taking that leap. He's taking that step forward, like Josh Allen did when he got Stephon Diggs. He looks more confident. He looks more decisive. He's playing with an arrogance now. And it's a good arrogance because he's a naturally humble kid. So now you're seeing what you wanted to see. And I tell you what, if we mess around and catch fire, and like how you've been saying, reason BallGame, if we wind up with the 2 seed or the 3 seed and we get 2 home playoff games, ladies and gentlemen,
you're the most dangerous team in the AFC.
Pack your bags. We're going to Arizona.
Yeah.
Pack your bags.
We're going to the AFC.
We're going to Arizona, man.
If we get home field advantage, we're going to the AFC Championship.
This is going to be intriguing for the next few games, to what we're going to expect.
And really, you want to be the 1 seed because that was the whole recipe. That was the big part of the recipe to the Patriots' success. They only had to win 1 playoff game, and they were in the AFC Championship. Now, if number 2 seed has to win a game before 2 games, that's fine as long as you're home. So I'm fine if we got to win 2 games to get the AFC Championship as long as they're at home.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it, man. I think that's the best scenario if we ever get into that position.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. As always, absolute pleasure. Me and BallGame are going to be back tomorrow night with Richmond Webb.
Yes, sir.
Working on some stuff for the bye week for all of y'all. So we'll be back tomorrow night for with Richmond Webb for the finish line. I'll be live Friday for a deep dive preview into the Dolphins game against the Browns. And then, of course, live reacting on Sunday to the game. Overall, listen, people want to, when Tua started doing things, people started yelling about consistency. Well, now Tua is starting to consistently do great things. And there's only so far y'all are going to be moving to be able to move those goalposts till you run out of room.
Yeah.
And y'all are running out of room real fast, real quick, and by the week. Tua Tagovailoa right now, I mean, he is this is the cog that turns this offense and makes it a well-oiled machine. And we saw that when he was out. Right now, it's him or Josh Allen are the MVPs of the NFL right now. Or Jalen Hurts. I think
What's
those
up with that elbow?
He got a
UCL.
Those are the three, though, that I think you can make the case are the, and Mahomes is always going to be in the conversation, but those are the guys I think. And listen, Tua, the fact that he's even in this conversation and the media started to talk about it and he missed 3 games, it makes me think if he didn't miss 3 games, he might be running away with this right now.
Front runner.
Point.
Potentially, yeah.
Man, let's finish this season out. Let's get to these playoffs because if Tua can win an MVP, Tyreek can win Offensive Player of the Year, McDaniel's got a shot at Coach of the Year, and we can win some playoff games. And we will go from real dark times this past offseason to the brightest of lights we've seen in quite some time, man. So let's go there. Let's go there, man.
Yeah, man.
So, man, you already know what time it is, baby. Let's enjoy this ride. We deserve it. And we coming for those fraudulent Jets. Don't you worry. We coming for them too. All right.
Yeah,
they got to come to us.
Yeah.
They got to come to us.
But we coming for that ass. All right. Fins up all day, every day. We'll see y'all tomorrow night for the finish line around 8:30 p.m. Until next time, stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, everyone.